So let's talk about some new fire real quick. One song, really two songs I played this weekend, but one in particular that will bang, and I completely forgot about. And nobody talks about this either, honestly. Nobody that talks about emo lists or has emo mix or anything. I haven't heard this song or this band come up at all, and it's a major sleeper. And I forgot about it until it was on the request list for Friday. And I played at both weddings this weekend, and it went off. And that is All Time Low, and the song's called Dear Maria. Man, was that a banger. Now, take it from me. I was 18 years old when this album came out, and I went to the shows. I was in the scene. I love this band. I love this album. And they weren't super mainstream, on MTV, really, to my knowledge. They might have been sort of, but not really. But this was huge. If you were into that scene, if you were into, the Fall Out Boy and, all that type shit, this was a huge record. Dear Maria will get everybody singing right away, and it starts with lyrics. It starts with that, I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, whatever. It starts with that. And then a little pro tip, okay, for all you, advanced mixers out there, it is in the exact same key, the exact same key as Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down. I might make an edit of this because, now that I said it out loud, someone else will, but it's literally the exact same. You could put the acapella of Dear Maria over top the instrumental of Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. It would work perfect. It's literally the exact same key. So what I did was tail end of Fall Out Boy, I play Sugar I'm Going Down, which is a proven hit, right? Tail end of that chorus, there's a drum. If you can remember, right? There's a little drum break. It's about 4 bars. Over top that drum break, I mixed in I dropped in the beginning of Dear Maria. I got your picture, and it sounds perfect. And then people recognize it right away. Oh shit. And it worked great. Both weddings this weekend. Add it to your emo list. I'm going to add it. Definitely add it to mine. I'm going to add it to the one I'm working on Beat Source, which is coming out soon and all that. So definitely, add those to the list. Trust me. Do not sleep on that song. Next song that came up this weekend that I forgot about. Not too old, from a couple years ago. Feel It Still. Portugal the Man. Great little bop, Maybe a time filler, Maybe a little just to fill in time. Let's say you just serve dessert, you know what I mean? You want to kind of have some just moving and grooving into dessert room music, or maybe doors open, maybe, early on doors open, or just during dinner, tail end of dinner, you're trying to get people bopping or whatever. This is a great song. I think it came out in 2018, 2019, if I'm correct, something like that. I remember when it came out and I was trying it in a club early on, while people were arriving, trying to make that shit work. Regardless, awesome song. I had a lot of people bopping this weekend. Same thing. If you're in the alternate crowd, if you kind of have an alternate rock, alt rock type crowd, they will like this song a lot. And it's newer. So, you're being contemporary. This is an older one, right? This next one's a little bit older. So you have to, judge the crowd. This isn't exactly for All Time Low people, but do you guys remember Barenaked Ladies, 1 week? 1 week since you looked at me. Sorry, right? I forget when. I didn't look it up where it came out. It had to have been. It's before my time. I think it's probably early 2000s if I had to guess. Maybe 2001, 2002. Let me know. I don't know exactly, but it's a jam. It does work well. You got to be in and out. You got to be quick with it. Okay, so you play the chorus and maybe play a chorus and that's it and be out, or maybe one verse and. You got to be quick with it, but it does work. It's one of those songs that comes in right away. It's been 1 week, you just drop it like that. And anybody who's my age or older, so I'm 32, I would say 32 or older, you're going to pretty much recognize that song. If you're playing rock, you want to just turn heads, you want to drop something out of nowhere and be in and out of it. I think this is a great track. I think it's slept on. I think not a lot of people play it, so it might be a cool thing to kind of add with the right crowd. I'm not saying it's a banger for every crowd. Read your damn crowd, but definitely something to consider and definitely something to add to your crates. And finally, I can't believe that I forgot about this song. This next song was on the radio every 5 seconds. So unlike All Time Low, where they were very popular, but not exactly Billboard top hit to my knowledge, It was if you were in the scene, you know these songs. Oh yeah, I forgot about that song type shit. This song, I don't know if it topped the billboards, but I just remember it being on the radio every 5 seconds when it came out. It was a huge, huge, huge hit. The band is actually from New Jersey, and I played it this weekend, and it went off. And it's going to be a mainstay in my sets, I think, because, like, this was just too big of a hit. Like, it really was. Like, everybody knows this song, right? And that is I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance. I'm Not Okay, parentheses, I promise, I think, or some shit. So emo. I'm not okay, right? Jam was played out to the 9. Everybody, old people know this song, okay? They'll remember. It was on the radio. They might have switched the radio when it came on, but they'll remember. Now, this song went off for me. To give you some advice with mixing, though, if I can. Now, mixing's subjective. I get it. All right, don't mix the way I mix, or it's an art, right? I'm not trying to tell you how to mix, but if I can give you a tip, okay? This is one of those songs that starts out with like an 8-bar guitar riff solo type thing. It starts at dun 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 na 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 na. I would play it, like I hate like just singing this shit in the mic, but like YouTube will flag me, so I can't. It starts off like 8 bars of guitars. That's the intro. If you remember the song, look it up, okay? 8 bars, and I've found over the years that for me, like I don't listen to words. I listen to the beat. I listen to like the music, like the actual instrumental part. So for me, when that shit plays, I know right away, oh my God, My Chemical Romance. I get excited. I'll start dancing, right? Most people don't. Most people will hear just guitar and be like, they can't kind of distinguish it from another song. So like, if you just drop it and then you start it at the 8 bars, just guitar, just instrumental before like the lyrics actually come in, some people might be like, I don't recognize this song. Start walking off the dance floor. You know what I mean? Now, maybe once the words start, they'll turn around and come back. Some won't, some will. But my point in this is don't drop it at that, okay? Use that intro as your intro, right? You got 8 bars of just guitars, right? So if you have, because there's a lot of edits of this, there's like acapella outs I saw online, there's like intro edits and stuff, and the intro edits, and I disagree with it. It'll go 8 bars of like a redrum or something, and then it'll go into this guitar riff, and that's how it drops. And it's just like, you can lose people because people won't recognize it right away. So you want to use that guitar riff as your intro edit to mix underneath your chorus or however you're doing it. Or if you're just dropping it raw, start it at the verse. You know what I mean? Just start it right at the verse. That way people will recognize it right away, and then you'll get that oh shit moment without, giving people 8 bars to contemplate whether or not they want to leave the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? Just another song like that too is Fall Out Boy, the Sugar I'm Going Down Swinging. Like that's a little more recognizable because it has like that drum part, that do da da. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing. It's 8 bars of an instrumental, which like if you just drop it at that, if you've done that in the past, I'm telling you, you're gonna watch there's gonna be a lot of guests. Like, wait a second, do I know this song? I don't know. Should I take a piss? I don't know what to do right now. Like they're contemplating, their position on the dance floor while you're like, during that 8 bar thing, So same thing. Use that 8 bar shit as your intro, and then don't mix out of the last song until you get to the, the verse. Like don't like, am I more than, and then everyone will know it the second that comes on. Or again, if you drop it on the 1, start it at the verse. Because you don't want to give people time to contemplate leaving the dance floor. Leaving the dance floor is never the option. Okay? Never the option. It's not an option.